Hey. Bit warm. For winter, middle of winter.
Just an all in on this one. Cameras are right, we're ready to roll. Yeah, right. Perfect. Okay, floor's yours.
Yeah, Steve, we were just talking to Steve about the music you were playing at training, the Holy Grail. He said that you selected the music. What's the significance of that? And is the Bledisloe Cup Holy Grail for that?
There's a number of trophies that you've got to play for, and I think the Holy Grail is the trophy that you're playing for next. And we're obviously playing, starting out in the Rugby Championship, but the Bledisloe is on the line, and it means a lot to us as a country and as a team. But the music was chosen because we're looking for good Aussie rock bands, hunters and collectors.
Everyone get through training okay? No life injuries and everyone's okay?
Yep, everyone's come through well. Yep.
And Adam Cole was running out there with the match day 23. Any particular reason for that? Just training purposes or?
Yeah, training purposes. So he's had a really good training camp, I guess, over the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Some of those guys have been training for now, and he's someone who's come through this last period, with a big tick. So he's been rewarded by warming up with the guys today, and most likely warm up with the team tomorrow. He's had a pretty good Super Rugby season and certainly trained exceptionally well since he's been in the Wallaby camp.
So you both embarrassed being a big talking point in the fullback selection. What do you make of that, and also what was your assessment for the team as a whole?
Bowden's, I think he's had a tremendous Super Rugby season. If you have a look at the final of the Super Rugby competition, you had, arguably the best 9-10 combination in the competition, playing against one another. So I think Janchi's had a fantastic Super Rugby season as well, but Bowden really controlled those finals games exceptionally, and I think he's been rewarded because of that. He's been there. He's been in the squad for a long time now. He usually makes an impact off the bench, but he gets his opportunity to start, and I think it's well deserved. Look at their team. It's a standard New Zealand side. It's very strong all around.
What more can we expect from the Wallabies back line? It's quite settled. The World Cup, so I can tell it there.
Yeah, I think we're pretty fortunate that we've got all those guys back from the World Cup. That was a magnificent tournament for us. Obviously lost to New Zealand in the final, and they played exceptionally well through that series as well. But for us, I think it was a bit of a change in the attitude that the players have. So we wanted to try and get those players back together again. Very fortunate that we've got a fairly settled backline. Gitz has only come back after playing overseas this year. He's only come back a couple of weeks ago, but has settled in really nicely. I think there's obviously good experience out there. There's good energy out there as well. So we saw through the England series that Dane is a world-class player, so he rightfully gets his opportunity on the wing. But otherwise, fairly similar team to what we had in that World Cup, and there's good energy and communication and connection within the team at the moment.
Is that an advantage given a lot of changes in the rest of senior players like John Mann not being here?
Yeah, but I think they've still got enough experience there, so I know they've lost some senior players, but the other guys that are stepping in have been there or thereabouts for a long time. They've been nurtured and massaged into the position that they're in at the moment, and I've no doubt that they'll do a fantastic job there. So for us, it is good. It is good that we've managed to get these guys to come back from overseas and be a part of the journey again.
Stephen, has the World Cup final been used as a driving motivation or anything like that
No, not at all. So we've changed a few of the things that we've done since the World Cup. So there's a bit of a new focus within the team. A bit of a fresh start for us. Last year the campaign was pretty intense, and very enjoyable, and we certainly surprised a number of people. I think everyone had written us off last year. After our England series, maybe that's the case again this year, but we feel internally that, like I said before, there's good energy, and we're sort of on a new path here together.
You guys earlier too were talking about they spoke to some guys who lost the Bledisloe a few years ago. Have you guys had any players come in and talk to the guys about what it's like to win or what it takes to win?
No. I mean, we've had some internal chat from some of the senior players about how disappointing it has been over the last couple of years not to win the Bledisloe. So each team finds their own motivation. I think for us, it's we started a journey last year with the World Cup, and like I said, we've changed a few things, and we're on a new path now.
You're the only player, the only person in the group who's actually helped also come up here.
Did Gracie not hold it? Did Gracie hold it?
Sorry,
Yeah, well, I guess that's right. I mean, for me growing up, the Bledisloe was the #1 trophy. It was a rivalry between Australia and New Zealand that I always enjoyed watching, and that's where my passion for rugby came from. So for me, it's a very special trophy. I think, like I said before, there's the World Cup, there's the Rugby Championship. Every trophy that you're playing for, there's the Cook Cup that was our most important trophy in the June series. I think our goal, like anyone's goal, is to be consistent week in, week out, and put our best training preparation into the game, and the results will hopefully look after themselves. I mean, some guys, they don't even look at the trophy. They don't even want to think about the trophy. They just want to think about playing well. So everyone's motivated differently.
No one more question if there is any.
Steve, the longer the All Blacks streak goes on, the more it seems like we'll never have another Wallabies team like the one that you played in before you lost it. Will we see another Australian team of that calibre, of that ability?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I think you're always searching for that. As a player, you want to be a part of a successful team, and as a coach, you're always striving to win everything that you're playing for. It's the same with the players. They're trying to win everything that they're playing for. Like I said before, I think last year we started a journey with the World Cup. We probably surprised a few people. There was no expectation that we'd get to the final, but we started to grow something within the team, and I think this year, we're very focused on putting our best performance out on the paddock.
Thanks, guys.
I didn't answer that question. It's good.